we live? We're live. Oh goodness. Guys, I am so running late. I'm sorry. So, I still have like so much to set up. I think today's just gonna be a hangout. Heather's hangout. Oh, I'm not speaking to the mic. Sorry. I am frazzled because I am running late. So, bear with me. All right. Let's see. Oy. Okay. And hello. Hi. Hi. Okay. Sorry again. I'm running late. Hi. Hello. Hi, people. I was catching the sunset. It was stunning today, so I am totally running late. And that is why I am frazzled today. Hey, James. Hi, everybody. Hold up. Just hang out. Came from St. Louis. Sweet. St. Louis. All right. So, I mean, here's another reason why I'm frazzled. Check out what happened. Ready? Can you guys see this? So, this is my vlogging camera. This is my JOBY tripod. And this just like popped off earlier. So, I hope I could just pop it back in. But I've been trying that and it hasn't been working. So I'm a little nervous because I cannot vlog without this. And this literally just happened as I was filming the sunset. It just like totally popped off. So it's another problem I gotta deal with as soon as possible. But that's why today I'm just gonna be totally frazzled. I hadn't even thought about what to, what is it called? Talk about today. Miss Day was wrapping up shoot in LA, tried to make it Seal Beach in time for the sunset. Tyler, it was stunning. It was so beautiful. Saw your ad on YouTube for Postmates. Yes, a lot of people have. Hi, okay, so I need to get some water because I had a beer earlier and now I'm getting a headache. So, all right, sorry about that. I'm assuming that sound is good because you guys are not saying anything that it is not good. So I'm assuming that it is good. Let me just double check. So today I had a couple of ideas of what to talk about. But like I said, just because I'm totally running late and just not prepared, I am just gonna do a hangout, and it's not even showing up on my thing. So I'm literally just gonna do like a question and answer, hang out with me, you know, ask me anything type of deal. And if you guys have no questions, then I don't know, I could talk about whatever. But I was gonna do something about Teachable, which is the online school that I had talked about in, I think, a few live streams ago. And I was going to talk about, you know, actually writing a curriculum with you guys and the process of doing that. But because I'm not prepared, I'd rather, you know, do it right so that a lot of you guys I know are going to actually, you're interested in starting your own school. So I want to make sure that I give you effective instruction. So that's why today I'm just going to be like, you know what, we're just going to chill, we're going to hang out. So I've got the chat open and you guys can ask me, I don't know, whatever's on your mind. just talk about whatever, and just gonna hang out. I don't know why this is not showing up on my phone. Like, do you guys not get notified that I go live? How does it work? I don't know. Oh, I didn't change the thumbnail. Well, that's not a good thing. Here, let's change it right now. Change the thumbnail. Oh gosh, what should I change it to? This is, oh, I have to take a picture right now and change it. Going to New Mexico tomorrow for my mom's birthday. Awesome. Well, that's cool. It should be fun. Notification came on my phone. Tyler, we have to work together at some point. Okay, ready? This is me taking a picture for my thumbnail. Ah, so gross. People ask me, are you like narcissistic? Do you like looking at yourself? I don't, the whole discomfort of looking at yourself and hearing yourself, that is always there, but you just have to get over it. It's something that you kind of just get used to. But a lot of people, when they tell me that they want to get into vlogging and that's kind of their biggest, I don't know, fear, I just always tell them, like, I have that same fear. It's not like I'm, I have some special, immunity to it. It's always there. It's either you show up to the game or you don't. Otherwise you can't do it. It's just that simple. So let's see. I know you work with Teachable to teach online, but I think I remember you saying you taught offline too. How did you get started doing that? The pick-ins. So let's see, how do I explain this? I'm not a teacher. I don't teach anything. My background has been in marketing and communications. Sorry if I seem distracted. I'm trying to send a picture to my laptop so I can change the thumbnail. But yeah, so I didn't study education or, I don't have any credentials in teaching or anything, but because my background is in marketing and communications, specifically in digital strategy and social media marketing, that is a field and industry and concept that a lot of people are interested in right now, especially small business owners. So to answer your question about teaching offline, the classes that I started teaching were about social media marketing. Sharespark Media, which is the company and the business that I set out to start, its goal is to promote digital literacy. And the way that I had been marketing it was that social media marketing is under the umbrella of digital literacy. But digital literacy is a very complicated concept, and I've talked about this in a few other vlogs. So I haven't put together like a digital literacy class other than the one I have on Teachable, but it was very, very easy for me to teach classes on social media marketing because it is a topic that so many small business owners especially want to learn more about. So basically all I did was go to the chambers of commerce in my area. So I've been involved with the chambers of commerce. This is definitely a tip, whatever, for any of you guys that are looking to build a business. Definitely get involved with your chambers of commerce. So I live in Long Beach, and this is the chamber of commerce I actually am not involved in. I was based out of an area in Southern California called South Bay. There's like 15 cities in it, but basically I know a lot of people in those chambers. So I just hit up every chamber and was like, can I, teach this class for free? And the only thing that I would ask in return is that I can shout out my YouTube channel. I can, get emails for a mailing list and stuff like that. And, for every person that attends the class, they're affiliated with another group, whether it's the Rotary, Kiwanis, Lions Club, church group, whatever. And so that was actually pretty easy to teach offline. let's see, do you have any advice on doing offline workshop classes, etc.? Yeah, so just going off of that, uh, you know, it's not difficult to set up offline workshops. You just have to know like where the people that you're trying to target are. So like for me, I was specifically targeting small businesses, so it makes sense to go to the chambers of commerce, right? Uh, but I also had put together a class for nonprofits and helping helping nonprofits do social media marketing. So I would find like the equivalent chamber of commerce just for nonprofits in the area. And Long Beach has one, which is the Long Beach Nonprofit Partnership. There's also the Volunteer Center, which has, hundreds of nonprofit partners. So it's, you just have to, whatever your target audience is, try to find the group like that kind of represents them, so that you just go to them and then you just pitch the class. So let's see. Oh, also, can you give an update on how your experience with co-working at WeWork is going? Any new revelations or advice for those of beginning to use co-working spaces? Yeah, so the pickings, I to this day, I'm actually wearing the WeWork shirt right now. I absolutely love WeWork. It is hands down the best thing that I have invested in for my entrepreneurial journey. And I think, there are probably going to be people who say that it's expensive, because it is expensive. It definitely is expensive for a hot desk, which is what I have. So I don't have a dedicated office space. I just, I like bring my backpack there and I could set up shop in there, like wherever they have free space. That starts at $350 a month. So yes, that is pretty expensive for not having a place where I can leave my stuff. But I cannot tell you, like, when people talk about entrepreneurship and starting a business, say you did research online, say you were looking at like guidebooks, podcasts, how-tos, tips. Everyone can tell you how to start a business. It's pretty black and white. There's a pretty clear, it's not black and white, but someone can tell you like what the practical steps are. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, come up with a name, file these papers, open up a bank account. Like all of that stuff is pretty ironed out. But the stuff that I struggle with, and the story, I think, which is so appealing about my vlogs, is the stuff that no one tells you about. It's the stuff that isn't in the manual. It's the stuff that isn't like that aren't in the books. And that is like so much about, it's stuff that's like intangible. It's stuff that's, it's very like, I don't know how to explain it. Not business stuff. It's like your spirit and your strength. And, people can poo-poo that and say like, oh, that's, you could totally, like, that's not a big deal. But, speaking from someone who is in it, and speaking from someone who speaks to a lot of entrepreneurs all the time, asking the same questions that you guys are, like, could you give me any advice and any tips? It is very hard to stick it through. Guaranteed, if you start your entrepreneurial journey, I promise there will be several times, not just one time, there will be several times where you feel like absolute crap and you don't want to do it anymore, and you constantly question yourself and you feel like the whole world's against you, and it just makes you question everything about you and what you know and what you're doing. It's like, there's so, like for me especially, there's so many times where I'm like, what am I doing? What did I just do for the past 6 months? What is this all for? And that's why WeWork and any co-working space, I think there are, some co-working spaces are better than others. But what I've heard, WeWork is the one that's been able to really hone in on how to create a community. Because, co-working space, you think office space. But for me, I don't care about the office space. That's not what I want. I can work right here on this desk, but what I need is the community, because it is so important for your spirit and your just perseverance to keep going, to talk to someone else who understands what you're going through. And I promise you, like, there's no one else in my life except for like Carissa, who has been in a few vlogs, who is an entrepreneur and has done anything entrepreneurial. Like everyone else in my life is talking about what should they get their boyfriend or girlfriend for Valentine's Day? And, you know, what color are their bridesmaids dresses going to be? And where should they go on vacation? Like those are the things that they're thinking about. No one else is thinking like, how am I going to pay rent next month? You know, or is like that whole idea I just spent 2 weeks on was horrible. You know, like that's what WeWork provides you is just other people who are going through the same thing that you are, and or are even like ahead of you, so that they can give you really practical advice from a different perspective, you know. And if you saw my most recent vlog, I talked about organic thought. Organic thought is very, very powerful. It's very important. And I get stuck all the time. So, you know, I mentioned that your feedback has been able to help me to continue my organic thought, but also speaking to other entrepreneurs. And what I really like about my WeWork especially is that there's no one else doing what I'm doing. There's no other YouTuber. There's no other vlogger. And so it's like all the feedback that I hear or the conversations I have are from people from different industries. And that really helps me to try to implement what they're learning to my industry. You know, it's like, I don't really need anyone else to tell me about YouTube because I already know that. So that's why it's just like, you know, there's people from all over, solopreneurs, app developers, nonprofits, startups, to companies that are years and years old. It's just like, it's just such a great, I can't tell you, like, that's the last thing that I would give up. If things didn't work out and I was running out of money, that's the last thing I would give up for sure. Okay, let's see. Do YouTube partners make more money when the viewer doesn't hit skip on ads, or is that first 5 seconds basically considered an advertisement view? You know, Midwest Wind, I have no idea. I don't even know. I will tell you this, okay? When it comes to making money off of YouTube, you are not going to make money, at least for me, okay? So I'll speak from experience. Most of your money is not going to come from YouTube ads. It's not. You know, like my Postmates video, I'll actually look it up for you guys. My Postmates video is, I don't know, at 35,000 views last time I checked, and I'll tell you exactly how much I've made on it total. Oh shoot. It's just not a lot. You make money off of YouTube in different ways, several other ways. And when you get to an audience of millions, which I don't think that you should bank on, because that's very tricky. It's very, you know, I've been doing this for almost a year, and I'm only at like 2,200 subscribers. So if I kept up at this same pace, like, I don't know if I would ever hit 1 million. I don't know, you know, but I love what I do. So that's not my goal. My goal is just to do what I love doing. But if your goal is to make money off of YouTube, it's going to be very hard for you to do it off of YouTube ads. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to pull up the video right now. And while this is loading, I'm going to look at another question. You the Biz, KISS, start a business. Sup, guys? Hi, Rock Entry. Hi, guys. So if you're just tuning in, basically I'm just doing a Heather's Hangout because I was running late and I'm all over the place. I did a collaboration earlier with a fellow entrepreneur, and then as I was getting in my car, the sunset was like absolutely breathtaking. So I had to get some footage of that. And so now I was like 15 minutes late. And so that's why I'm just like, you know what, we're just going to do Heather's Happy Hour. And this is my roommate.
Hi. Where are you filming?
Oh, I'm live.
Oh.
Yeah. Bye.
Hi. Wait, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Hi, we're good.
Sorry, I'm looking up how much I've made off of this. Oh, actually, that's more than I thought. Okay, so I just pulled up that posting video, and let's see how many views it's at. 37,000 views, and I have made $31. $31.27 in that video's lifetime. So there you go. It's I don't know, about $10 every 10,000, $1 a thousand views. I don't know if that's like an average though, because I've had other videos that have had a faster momentum as soon as I upload, and those have like different numbers. So I can't, no one knows, as far as I know, what the YouTube ad payment structure is. So that's why I don't bank on it. I don't count like I'm gonna make money off of YouTube ads. That's just not gonna happen. That's not an effective way to make money, and it's not smart business sense. But let's see. Do you meditate or are you into yoga? Yes, I am into yoga. I love doing yoga. I don't do it as much as I used to because I've got back into weightlifting. So I go to the gym every day, except for this past week. I haven't been because I just haven't been super busy. But yeah, I used to do yoga, oh my gosh, like twice a day. I was determined to do more of the challenging poses like splits and handstands and crow and all those things. So I still do it every now and then because my hamstrings are super, super tight. So I like to stretch that out. And then also my back kills me. So I like to try to squeeze in the yoga as much as possible. Squats, yeah, leg day is, I love the squat rack. I love leg day. That's probably like the workout I never skip leg day because I have very small legs. So I have like really big arms and really small legs. So I try to work on the legs as much as possible. But yeah, meditation is something I recently got into. I just downloaded Headspace, which is a meditation app. I tried other ones as well, like Calm, and I really like it, but I think I'm doing it wrong because meditation, I think the goal is to be able to clear your mind and find clarity. But when I do it, I actually just like fall asleep. So that's not, I need to try to do it when I'm not about to go to bed with like all the lights off. I need to try to do meditation like smack in the middle of the day, like at WeWork or something, so that like I want to know what the feeling is like where I'm super, super stressed, I'm in the middle of these things, and then I actually go and meditate for 10 minutes and then see how I feel after that. That's what I need to do, and I haven't done that yet. So I find that yoga helps me calm down and concentrate to work on my business since I'm still in the cube 9 to 5, and lifting helps me destroy the stress. Yeah, Pickens, I totally 100% agree with you. That yoga definitely helps me to calm down. I just really physically like the feeling of stretching. So, and then also with anything fitness and physical, I love it because it's so easy to see progress. And I know that anyone who's trying to lose weight would like totally disagree with me because I know it's hard to lose weight. I'm not saying that that's easy, but that has never been my goal. My goal is not to lose weight. My goal is to build muscle. And I don't know, I build muscle really easily. I don't know if it's just me or if it's because I found a plan that, like a legit weightlifting plan that really worked for me. But also with yoga, it's like, I could start doing yoga on a Sunday and not be able to touch my toes. And then by the next Sunday, my hands are flat on the ground, So I especially as an entrepreneur who's like struggling to make progress, it's like you feel like you're running in place and nothing's moving. And then you do yoga or you do weightlifting and you just see the progress. It's just so like, it just feels so good. But yeah, I fall asleep, dude. Like the guy is still talking and I'm already sleeping. My problem is I can't stay asleep. If you follow me on Snapchat, I often post my insomnia struggles. I have a lot of trouble sleeping, so I will fall asleep for 2 hours and then wake up at like 3 and just pretty much stay up until sunrise and then try to go back to sleep, and then my whole day is thrown off. So yeah. Didn't realize you had a Snapchat. Yeah, you can add me. It's PinksterX. I can type it in the chat. You can't change your Snapchat username, unfortunately, so that's what my Snapchat is. Yeah, so do you guys have any other questions? Let's see. My head is always working. Ideas, solutions, goals, next steps makes it hard to sleep. Exactly. That's me too. It's just like, I don't know. It's just so hard for me to turn my brain off. And then I've tried to, this is probably my second worst enemy. My first worst enemy is the bed, because like the bed is just like always come back and don't ever get out. Second worst enemy is the phone. The phone, you know, I've tried to leave my phone in another room or leave it at least on the other side of the room, or, you know, just make it inaccessible. But I just can't do that. Like, otherwise I'll just be very conscious that I don't have my phone and then stare at the ceiling. And then I feel like I'm wasting time, because I'm like, okay, if I can't fall asleep and I'm awake, I might as well be doing work. So yeah, it's a problem, but I don't know. It comes in waves. Like sometimes I will be very insomniac-ish, and then there are other weeks where I don't have a problem with sleep. So I guess there's just been a lot of things that have been bothering me lately, to be absolutely honest, which I haven't vlogged about because I don't want to yet. Maybe I will, but yeah, there's just been something on my mind that's been really, I don't know, it's just been on my mind and taking up a lot of space in there. But tomorrow at noon, hopefully I will be able to move on from that. So let's see. I get my best ideas lying in bed trying to sleep. Yeah, me too. I actually have a notebook and a pencil on my bed. I have my phone. I have my laptop in my bed. It's just like, yeah. I don't even keep myself in the bedroom anywhere. I put it in my bathroom. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that too. I should probably do that, but we'll see. Hopefully today I won't have trouble. So, are you happy doing what you do now versus what you did before? Anthony, I cannot explain. I will never be able to explain how much happier I am doing what I am doing. It is very like, you know, this is like I'm super bad with words to begin with. And I think that's like me having ADHD. It's like I can't remember words. I'm not very eloquent. But I could just tell you, like, to describe the years of what I was doing and the routine that I was in to this past year and this whole entrepreneurial journey, it's like I didn't even realize that I could feel this way. I didn't even realize that it's just like, it's so crazy, you know? It's like, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but, you know, the short answer is yes. I am immensely happier. And it just goes so much further than happiness. You know, it's not even happiness. It's like, I talked about empowerment a lot in my last vlog about love. Empowerment is so important. Empowerment is like, you know, the world I grew up in, you're told what to do from every side, but you don't realize that, you know, you just live life, and it's like, you're told, all right, you got to graduate high school, then you got to declare a major, you go to college, and then you have to find a boyfriend, then you guys like, you know, start a family, then you have to like do this thing in your career and you have to be making 6 figures and you got to buy the house and you got to buy the car and then you have kids and then you die, you know, like, and that throughout that whole process, okay, for 30 years of my life, I never questioned it ever. You know, it's not, there was never a time where I thought that there would be an alternate path. And discovering that, okay, like that whole path is like someone is telling you what to do the whole time. There's never been a time where you actually think like, is this even what I want to do? Like, is this even what I'm good at? I was just kind of going with, you know, the flow. And then, you know, I can't explain to you the like life-changing experience it was to discover that I have this power within me to create. And it started out very like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm starting from the bottom. I'm nobody. So who am I to say anything, you know, compared to like very successful business people who have been in business for years. Like I'm just nobody, you know? It took me a really long time to get over that. And I don't even think I can say to this day that I am over that. But like the empowerment of like, I can create my own life the way that I want to. And it doesn't have to be this path that's being shoved down my throat. Like that is not even happiness. It's like everything. It's just like, I don't know. It's everything. It's self-esteem. It's confidence. It's fulfillment, you know, joy. I don't know, excitement. It's just so many things. So that's why like that is my goal in life. And I attest all of that to digital media, which is why I am so passionate about digital literacy, because it's digital media that allowed me to discover this capability within myself and allows me to do this, to talk to you guys and to start a business. Like I couldn't do this for sure if not for digital media. So let's see. If you need to talk with someone, just know that I'm always here and ready to help. Thank you, video guy. I so appreciate that. And I definitely haven't forgotten about you. It's just, yeah, I'll tell you offline. How about that? Let's see. It's like you fell in love with your life. Yeah. So that's a great way to put it. I remember like all the stages of love. Say you meet a person, right? And you go through the whole thing, the honeymoon phase, infatuation, like all of that. I went through that whole thing with Sharespark, with my business. I vividly remember like the first 2-3 months, I could not think about anything else at all. I could not sleep. Anything that I did, whether I was in the shower, I was grocery shopping, I was cooking, I was, you know, out having drinks, I could not get Sharespark out of my head. And just thinking about it would make me so happy. And all I wanted to do was make it grow and make it grow. And like, I think that's why like I understand what love is, because I've never loved anything like I've loved Sharespark, honestly. Like, it's like I would put everything on the line, and I have, you know, I changed so much of my life. I put all my money and I took, you know, the biggest life change for this. So, and it's been 110,000% worth it. Let's see. Question. If you get an opportunity for a full-time job with good salary and benefits, would you take it or continue this journey? Rock entry. I can tell you, I have been offered 4 full-time jobs with very good salary and benefits, and actually offered me more than what I was getting at my last job, which was it was a lot. The last offer I got was actually $80,000, an $80,000 salary. And I turned it down. Dun dun dun. And it was actually something I really didn't have to think very long on. And I, you know, whenever I got these offers, I already knew what the answer was. It was no. But, you know, as an entrepreneur, I know that I have to evaluate everything fully and not make an impulsive answer. So I had to ask myself, like, okay, am I blindly in love with Sharespark right now? because it would make so much more sense to take this job, work there for 6 months to a year, save up money, get myself out of debt, and then go back to Sharespark or like work on Sharespark on the side. So I tried to take some time and I did a pro-con list and all of this, but what I've learned is that I have to trust my instinct and my gut feeling, because it has never led me to regret anything. I have zero regrets. I might have made the wrong decision, but I've never regretted it. So yeah, I turned them all down. Let's see. That's what it sounds like when someone has fallen in love. Yep. Hi, Stephen here from London. Awesome. Hi. I was actually supposed to go to London. A friend of mine at WeWork had asked me to go to London with her, but she was like, but I'm leaving in 10 days. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can swing it in 10 days. So I actually turned it down, but I would love to go to London. I admire your courage to step out and start your business. What's most important is you're happy doing what you love. Yes. So there was a lot. So it's already 6:49, so I guess I'll end with this unless you guys have more questions. But going off of what you're saying, Anthony, there's a lot of quotes and what are they called? Cliches and I don't know, very famous like tidbits and just pieces of advice that people will tell you, like, it's important to do what makes you happy, and hard work is what makes it, and you just hear like all these things that are very cliche. And I can tell you that after I became an entrepreneur, all of those cliche sentences, all of those quotes, all had a different meaning. It was like I heard it for the first time. I didn't really know. Like, people would tell me that even when I was applying for college. It's like, oh, do what you love. What the hell does that mean? Like, I don't know what that means. I didn't know what I loved, because I was never. I don't know what it was. I think about it all the time. I don't know if it was because I didn't know truly, or if someone, like, I hadn't been exposed to what I really loved. I don't know what it is, but when I remember feeling stupid, actually, because everyone else was declaring majors very quickly and I wasn't, and I was like, how come everyone knows what they love and I don't? And I think that if I can go back to my high school, college self, I would tell myself, like, if you do not have something that you can say that you love for a job or a career, it's because you haven't found it yet. So just keep looking, and in the meanwhile, gain experience in something that you are good at. See, so if someone had asked me what I was good at, no one asked me that. Everyone was like, what do you love? Like, do what you love. And I didn't know what that was, so I just did whatever. But if someone had asked me what I was good at, I would have been like, okay, well, I'm really good at video. That's something, or I'm really good with people, psychology, like that's something. But it never occurred to me to think about what I was good at. So let's see. Yeah, so 6:50 and the chat is silent. So I think we're just going to wrap it up here. Let's see. Keep surrounding yourself around good people. Continue to do what makes you happy. Yes. What do you plan on doing from here? Well, that's a good question, Dennis. I actually have to make a vlog on this, what my plan is, because the last time I did a vlog on what my strategy was, I think was like my 2017 Happy New Year video, and it's changed. So basically, I've had a lot of conversations with people, I've gotten a lot more feedback, and I've been able to evaluate and kind of like put a strategy to things. And I will make a vlog on this, but long story short for now is that I'm going to put Sharespark on hold. And that makes me sad, but also what I've learned is that as an entrepreneur, there are things where the stars align and everything kind of just falls into place. and what you're trying to achieve isn't necessarily easy, but it's clear. You know, you still have to work hard at everything, but it's clear. Like, there's a direction. And for Sharespark, that from day one, it has never been clear. Like, I still cannot not understand, but I still don't know how to scale digital literacy. And I'm just going to keep it in the back burner and still keep working on it, but just put less effort there until the stars align. And I'll know it when I see it, but I'll either meet the right person, or I'll have enough money, or a new app will come out, or something. Like, something is going to happen where it'll just make sense and I will proceed. But the stars have really aligned for this YouTube channel and this vlog, which I totally I never set out to do. Like, this was never part of the business plan. I purely did vlogging because I wanted to just document for my own thing. Like, it wasn't like I'm trying to build an audience, or I'm trying to, you know, be an influencer, or I'm trying to inspire others. Like, none of that was part of the plan at all. And this is what I'm talking about, where the stars align. It's like, it's so easy, right? Like, I think I have been able to relatively easily build an organic audience on this vlog. And so that I have to factor that in. You know, I have to say, like, okay, it's a combination of me being really good at this, me having a really good story that people want to watch, and, you know, me inspiring others, and it also opening up the doors to so many other opportunities that I would have never had. So that's when I say, like, I'm going to, I guess what I was doing was like 50-50. So like 50% YouTube of my time, and then 50% Sharespark. But what I'm going to do is like shift the scales a little bit, since there's momentum here. So I'm going to put more time into being a YouTube vlogger and less time in Sharespark Media until, again, the opportunity is right. So with that shift, now I actually have to strategize my YouTube vlog, which I've never done before. And, you know, this shift probably happened in like the past week, where I actually was like thinking about it. And it's actually really interesting because I kind of don't want to strategize it, because that is why you guys watch, right? Like, whatever I come up with, you like. And then I think once I strategize, I'm going to think too hard. And then it's going to be like, when you do that, all of a sudden you set expectations for yourself, right? So I'm going to be like, oh yeah, they're going to love it. And then if you don't love it, it's going to like make me feel bad. So I'm trying to find that like line of, what it comes down to is like being an artist. That's what it is. You know, an artist creates because they purely love to create art, and then their art pieces inspire others, or they create emotional reaction in other people. And that's what this vlog is. And so I've been interviewing a lot of entrepreneurs lately, but I think I need to speak to an artist. I don't know any artists, so I want to understand, like, you know, people who have been artists their whole lives and have embraced that process of, like, you know, it's really hard. Like, I don't know if you guys, like, unless you've vlogged, it is difficult to, you know, I look back at some of my videos and I'm just like, where the hell did that come from? Like, I have no idea how I came up with that and how I was able to crunch that out in such a quick amount of time, because, you know, it only takes me a couple hours to edit the vlog, but I never go into a vlog knowing what it's going to look like, ever. Like, there's never a time where I'm like, okay, this is going to be the first shot, and this is going to be the second, and this is going to be the third, and this is the music. Like, it just, I lose myself, and all of a sudden I'll kind of wake up 2 hours later and the vlog's done. So anyway, I need to speak to other artists and I guess hone in on my craft and like learn just more about the creation process, because yeah, I think I don't know, I'm thinking too hard about it. I put a lot of pressure on myself, like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know. Anyway, Let's see. Oh wow, lots of comments. Okay, let's see. Magandang umaga. That sounds like Filipino, but I don't know. Let's see, here come the trolls. I have to admire your video editing skills. Thank you, Steven. I admire my video editing skills as well. I do have to give myself a pat on the back because I didn't learn video editing. I don't know. That's like the one thing that I'm like super proud of because I'm just like, dang, that's so good. Like I can actually step back and be like, dang, that's like really good. Good job, good job, good job. Let's see. Hi, Heather. Hello. Martine's Pastries. Hi, Heather. Been away and busy with Valentine's Day at the shop, so missed a few of these. Glad to be back in another hangout. Oh, I'm sure Valentine's Day was crazy for you. Never stop being yourself. Yes. Let's see. Heather, I copy you. Get into stuff like Poshmark, Uber Eats, delivery, and Amazon Flex. Do you recommend owning a vehicle or renting one like your boy Jermaine down south? You know, honestly, I couldn't tell you. Okay, so you're talking about like the sharing economy apps, Postmates, Uber, Lyft, all of that, and you're asking whether you should own a vehicle or rent one. I don't know because I own one. So that's the only option that I've had. And I own my vehicle because I love my vehicle. My car is the only one, like I consider myself very unmaterialistic. I haven't bought a new piece of clothing and I don't even know. It has to have been a year because I know I haven't bought anything since I became an entrepreneur. And I just, don't care about materialistic things except for my car. My car is my life and I love my car so much. I have experienced every emotion possible in my car, and I just take a lot of pride in it. So that's why I own the car. Hey, you. Hi, Sid. Hello. Let's see. Hey, it's Mr. Mentor. It's funny. Just stay real and you'll be great. Planning will just magnify what you already have. Yes. See, Dennis, that's just one of those tidbits where you'll say that to me and I'm like, yeah, I know. But when it comes down to like actually having to create, I don't know what that means. Like I can't translate that. It's so, I don't know. It's hard to describe. I'm an artist, ozingua.com. Cool. I'll check it out. I'm a musician. Does that count? Chris. Yes, that totally counts. I thought that was Mr. Mentor. Steven, that was. Let's see. Yo, Heather, your mentor, Mr. Kato, is with us. Chat log. Yes, he is. I hope I get a mentor like Sid. He's pretty cool. Wow, Sid, look, you have fans. So I mentioned this earlier. Sid has a blog. I helped him to start it. He has 2 videos up. But I think we're going to wait a little bit more until I direct you guys over there just because, I love how you guys know who he is, but we want to make sure that when you go to his channel that there's content there that you find relevant and helpful and valuable. So we're going to, work on some things, maybe a few more weeks, and then you guys can definitely go over there. And based on this, I think we will do the once a month show that's like the mentor-mentee show. So you guys can ask us questions and we could just ask from our perspective of being each other's mentor-mentee. So yeah. Wow. So unless you guys have any other questions, I'm chilling right now. There's a lot of you guys in here, so I kind of hate to end it. I guess I'll just stick around for a little longer since it's a hangout. I'm not really talking about anything in particular. I really like these ask me anything question and answer hangouts because it's like, I don't know. I love not being able or not having to plan what I'm going to say. It really tests, I guess, my knowledge and my experience because public speaking is something that I've never been comfortable with. But it wasn't until I became an entrepreneur that I realized like Oh, wow. I think the reason why I was scared about public speaking is because I didn't know what I was talking about. But now that people ask me and like they turn to me for my expertise that I apparently have, that's made it so much easier for me to public speak. And it's stuff like this. It's doing live videos and having this engagement with you guys. You know, you guys are, I don't know who you guys are. So, you know, if I can feel comfortable talking to you, then that really helps. But let's see. Got it. Don't know if I should own or rent. Okay, how many model year should I buy for Postmates work? How many model year? If you're gonna get a car, if that's what you're talking about, I don't know because like I'm the wrong person to ask. I think you should ask Jermaine. I drive a 2015 Camaro, which is like the wrong car. Like, you definitely shouldn't be driving that car. It's a gas guzzler. Like, everything I make just really goes back to gas. So I've never driven any other car. My car before my Camaro was a Pontiac Firebird. So I've been driving muscle cars, and that's the only cars I've ever driven. So I couldn't tell you. I'm sure if you got a Prius or a Camry or something like that, that's like more economical, it would obviously make more sense, but there's no way in heck you could ever get me to drive a Prius. Let's see. What's your nationality? I'm Filipino. Around how many years would you recommend as a general rule? Around how many years? I'm not sure what you're talking about. So you could clarify. Let's see. So they say you are supposed to keep your goal vision in front of you daily to stay motivated. Do you do that, and how so? Let's see. How do I answer that? Yes, I do. The pickins. So if you watch my vlogs, I will make sure to include this in a future vlog because I can't take you to my room right now. But if you were to go to my bedroom, I vlog a lot in my bedroom, right? And the camera faces my bed. But if I were to flip the camera over, my entire wall is covered in poster paper and Post-its. And one of them says idea noise, which is all the noise and ideas that'll just pop in my head. I don't think about them, I just write them. And when I get time, I'll think about them. The other side is priorities. So that's when I write down the division of my time. So I prioritize everything based on how much time I need to be spending. So kind of like the whole like 50% Sharespark, 50% vlogging. That's what is on that paper. And then pretty much anywhere else in the apartment, there's like, oh, actually, here, I'll show you this because I can. It's right here. So this poster, see if you guys can see this. That poster right there. I don't know if you guys could see that. That poster was my brainstorm mind mapping from my very first vlog on April 16th, 2016. And I kept it and I hung it up because, I mean, that's exactly what you said. Like, I just love to look at this and think, what did I originally set out to do? And how's it looking? You know, I should probably, you know what I'll do? Probably April 16th, 2017. I'll do a whole vlog on that. So it'll be like my 1-year anniversary. But honestly, a lot of it hasn't changed. It's just the time and the prioritization. So I was spending, like, if I just glance at this, there was a lot of social media marketing. So that I've just completely scaled back on. There was a podcast, which I'm not doing, but I would love to. And I wrote down my dream. Look at this. My dream was to combine everything that I had written on the poster, which was a media company that does it all. An account manager for consulting, a photo video editor, a producer, graphic designer, a social media strategist, content creator, and a finance person. It's so funny. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'll share this with you guys. At the very bottom of the poster, I wrote down a bunch of words that I wanted my journey and my business to encompass. And those haven't changed. And I was really proud of those words because I wrote them really fast, actually. And usually it takes me forever to think of words. So here they are. It's inspire, motivate, help, guide, lead, direct, build, teach, grow, support, and navigate. And those are the words that I wrote down my very first day. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew that that's what I wanted to do. And I feel like that's what I'm doing. So at the very least, I am not making money yet, but I can say that I'm at least doing that. And that is what keeps me going. So sweet. Let's see. Is the drawback with live feeds the loss in high definition? Yes. So the reason why the quality of this live feed sucks is because I'm using the camera on my laptop. So the camera in my laptop that's like built in is just going to be terrible no matter what. And for me I actually have the ability to live stream from my DSLR, but that's like a whole other thing that I have to pay for, which I'm not going to pay for right now. So yeah. And then I think I can increase the quality, but then that will make it lag on your end. So I don't do that. And you don't need to see me that clearly anyway. It's not like there's anything visual. It's just my face. Let's see. They have a set rule from X to X year as prerequisite. Okay. What's your ultimate realistic goal? Be a billionaire, employ 100K people, be president, marry Elon Musk, none of the above. Yeah, actually, none of the above, Midwest Wind. Like, none of that sounds appealing to me at all. My goal is this. I want to be known for making an impact and being inspiring. I want to inspire people. The realistic goal would be to duplicate my experience among other people. Okay, so, I mentioned this earlier in this live stream, that experience of me waking up from a life where I was being told what to do and I didn't realize how much I am seriously capable of. To wake up and be like, wow, like I can do so much. Like I want to empower people to have that same experience. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with employing people or being president. Like I don't even need to be in a position of leadership or anything. I feel like I feel like I'm living a completely different life. And I look around me and I'm just like, there's so many people that are unhappy, even though they have so much more than me. And I feel bad for them, And I feel like it comes down to like, you just don't know what you're capable of. Like you have so much power, but you at the mercy of your boss who just is not appreciating you or your boyfriend or whatever, like whatever. It's just, I don't know what that looks like. Right now to get to that realistic goal, I feel like I just need to keep vlogging because I am inspiring people on this vlog and I'm building an audience. So that's like 2 things to check off the list in order for me to accomplish that goal. I think the next thing I need to do is figure out how to duplicate my experience, and I have been doing more tutorials and stuff like that. So we'll see. I think I just need to keep vlogging. Just gotta keep going. So let's see. Have you talked about your daily schedule before or your general routine for working yourself? Chris, no, I have not. And I should. And I haven't because I don't have one. And I think I saw one of your vlog titles. I didn't get to watch the vlog, but I saw it was like a thumbnail of a calendar, and I was just like, dude, Chris on point right now because this guy's just starting out his school and you're like way ahead of me. I wish that's the one thing I haven't been able to get into a schedule ever. And as of Monday, the last accountability meeting I had with Carissa, my friend who's an entrepreneur, my goal for this week that I'm supposed to check in with her next time is to create a vlog schedule, because everything revolves around that. So right now, you guys know that Heather's Happy Hour is every Wednesday at 6 p.m., right? I want to also set days like every Monday and Thursday, you can expect a vlog at noon, you know, and I want to stick to that. But I haven't gotten a chance to think about it. I don't know when that's going to be, but I think I'm going to do 2 vlogs a week. I don't know. I want to do 3, but I'm scared to set a goal that I fail at. So I'll just say 2, and then if I get a 3rd in, then I get a 3rd in. But so it's probably going to be Monday and Thursday maybe, and then you have the live stream on Wednesday. I don't know, we'll see. So that's what I have to figure out, because once I figure that out, I'm going to rebrand everything. Like my new channel art is going to say new vlogs on this, and all of my social media is going to say that, and then everything will revolve around that, because then I'll know, okay, I have to have the vlog done by this, I need to shoot by this, I need to get a collaboration with, you know, whoever I'm interviewing by this, and all that. So that is an upcoming vlog. Once I get that done, I'll do a vlog on that. Let's see. From a while back, have done a lot of meditation. Yes, can be challenging, but we have found it well worth the time investment. Yes, Martine's Pastries. I've heard that from countless entrepreneurs, and actually Gary Vaynerchuk, one of my heroes, firmly believes that meditation is going to be the next thing. So it's because people have, you know, on a mass scale are starting to realize the benefits of meditation. So I know it works, and I just have to try it differently. So Andrew Kahn has a smart car he'd like to sell. Ha! I have a feeling I know what smart car it is. I've been in that car a lot. It's like a big go-kart. Dennis, what was your craziest experience with Postmates? That's a good question. I think my craziest experience with Postmates was when someone had asked to get a pair of Chuck Taylor shoes. It was just so random. Like, I don't know. I guess it was my first time getting something that wasn't food or beverage. And it was just like, I need a pair of shoes like ASAP. And I was like, oh, it's so weird. And then like even going into the store, they were like, what? Like, you know, because they were like, oh, what's your shoe size? And I'm like, well, it's not for me. This person just needs a pair of Chucks. It's just random. So let's see. Bye, Rock Entry. How about filmmaker? Oh, wait. Let's see. Sounds like a great location for your next show. I forgot what I was talking about. Let's see. Do you do Postmates as stuff as a sole proprietor or LLC? Well, Postmates, you are a 1099. You're an independent contractor. So, like, it's not your business. You know, you're an employee, or you're not an employee, you're an independent contractor of Postmates, which is the company. So, yeah. Filmmaker. I wouldn't, video guy, if you're saying that that's what I should be, I would be terrible at it, because filmmaking and cinematography and that kind of video is totally different from vlogging. And I just like, I suck at color correction. I just posted this on my Facebook and LinkedIn. The reason why I really like vlogging is because it's all about the story and it's all about the content and how you tell it, right? Like even in my last video, for 3 minutes, the entire frame was blurry, and I had to like shrink down the size, because the reason why I shrunk it is because what your eyes will do, since the frame is not in focus, your eyes are going to try to focus so long as it's blurry, and it'll give you a headache. So that's why I shrunk it down. But for 3 minutes, like, it was totally out of focus. But you guys, the viewers, are willing to forgive that because the content's good. You know, if you tried pulling that off in filmmaking, no way, man, you're fired. Like, completely fired. So that's why, like, I just don't think I could do filmmaking or cinematography. I really like vlogging, and it's a different style. So let's see. Are you happy with your life now or not quite there yet? Sonico, I've been happy since the first day of my entrepreneurial journey. I can't even explain it. I am nowhere near where I want to be. I am in debt. I'm struggling every day. I'm stressed. There are a lot of things that I wish I could do. I have anxiety, depression, like, added to the list. But I will tell you right now, like, the answer to that, like, are you happy with your life, is yes, yes, and yes. And I would never hesitate. Like, I wouldn't trade this for absolutely anything in the world. And all the bad stuff I willingly accept because I am just so happy with what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Since you started your entrepreneurial journey almost 1 year ago, what is the one thing you do differently? That's a good question, Sid. That's like a whole video, I feel like. What is the one thing that I would do differently? I don't know, actually. What is the one thing I would do differently? The one thing that I'm sure I could think of a different answer if I actually sat and thought about this, but the one that comes to mind is to vlog more often. I just didn't because I didn't realize that this was going to happen. If I had known that all of this was going to happen, then I would have vlogged more often. But there were so many little tidbits and conversations and epiphanies and revelations that I came to that, knowing my audience, you guys would have totally found valuable, but I just didn't vlog it because I was like, I don't have time, and I don't care. Like, since I was only vlogging for myself, I was just like, forget it. I don't have time to do this. So that's probably what I would have done differently. Yeah. Let's see. Would you want to do it or learn more about it? Video guy, I think I would want to learn more about it just because I'm sure there are things that I can learn that can translate into vlogging. But like I said, filmmaking, it's kind of like photography. Like, I really, really love photos, and I tried so hard to get into photography, but for the life of me, I cannot understand, like, photography. I've taken, like, I've had, like, photography for dummies, like, all the books at the library I checked out. I've done online classes. I was in Miss K's class when she did photography at RHP. I've downloaded all these things, and I just can never, like, remember, or I don't know, maybe I truly don't have a passion for it. But with my DSLR and even with my camera that I vlog with, like, all of this is just set to auto. I can't figure out how to do manual, and I should probably take the time to figure that out, but I don't think it's, for the time that it would take for me to learn how to do that, I don't think it would have a very, I don't think that the results would translate to the views, like, I would spend a lot of time trying to learn that, and it wouldn't increase my views very much, which is why I just don't. So, is your YouTube channel a corp? I don't know what that means. Seoul University. So you can clarify. If you're asking, like, the money that I make from YouTube, is that a corporation? I'm a sole proprietor, so I just, file income from where it comes from. So, yeah. Okay, with that said, I'm going to end it because I'm hungry and I bought tamales at the farmer's market and I'm going to go eat that now. So thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. And like I said, I was at a collaboration with a fellow entrepreneur earlier and hoping to have that vlog up by tomorrow, if not Friday. So if you are still watching right now, I'm going to ask you guys a question that would be really helpful. So I mentioned that I would like to put together a YouTube schedule, a vlog schedule. I'd like your input. You know, when do you want videos? How many videos do you want? And also another thing I've been thinking about is that there's vlog style videos where I take you guys through my day and I kind of like show you what I'm doing throughout my day. And then there's vlog style videos where I'm just like sitting on my bed and talking. And then there's tutorials and then there's live streams. So would you guys like it if, like, you know, on Monday you could expect a vlog where I'm talking and then Friday you can expect a vlog where I'm out? Or do you want more interviews with other entrepreneurs? You know, at the end of the day, I will do what feels right, but I would love your feedback. So that would really be awesome. We should get together, teach each other our skills. I teach you video photo, you teach me media and vlogging. Video guy, let's do it. Let's set a day and make it happen. I notice I watch videos that are regular, but not necessarily frequent, if that makes sense. That does make sense. So that's exactly why I don't do daily vlogging, because it's just, I don't think that I would produce enough content, and I don't think that you guys would watch me every day anyway. So, cool. Okay. Thanks, Pickens. I appreciate that. Awesome. Well, with that said, I wish you guys a wonderful Wednesday evening, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. I so appreciate it. Oh yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and obviously, I would really appreciate it if you share my vlog channel, tell your friends, get them to subscribe, and if I can grow my YouTube channel as fast as possible, that would help me achieve my realistic dream. So thanks, guys. This was fun. Thanks. Really enjoyed this. You're doing just fine. I mostly watch the live streams. Oh, that's funny. That's interesting. It would be cool to have a show once a week when you're out. I like the ones when you'd go into a business. Cool. Thanks, Sid. Thanks, Heather. Always fun to watch. I like how your playlists are set up. Your vlogs don't need to be the same kind of videos each day of the week, I don't think. Okay, cool. Thanks for the feedback, Chris. I appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, I'll keep all of that in mind. I have a lot of thinking to do tomorrow and Friday. So, all right, guys. This has been fun. Catch you guys later. Bye.